Hey, welcome back. In this video, I want to talk to you about religion. Now, religion. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. In terms of consciousness work, but what is religion? What the fuck? Like, what is it? Why do it? Why do it? What is religion actually trying to do? You know, people that believe in religion, it's like, well, what is it really doing? You know, first of all, it's founded on believing what's true, not experiencing what's true. It's founded on a belief system. And such as the power of beliefs, if I believe something to be true, I may alter my experience. And then I go, I have an altered experience, it must be true. You see, and then that locks in the belief system as something that's actually true when the reality is it's actually something you make up. Why? How do I know that? Well, because children are not born religious. They don't give a fuck and they don't know about it until they're taught, right? I've never seen a kid that came out with a rosary and is like, fresh out of the womb, I think I believe in God. No, they have to be told what God is, right? First of all, they got to learn language. You ever try preaching to a baby? Doesn't give a shit. See, so right there, religion is learned, you see, and is founded on faith. That's why they call it like faith. I have a crisis of faith. What is faith? That's believing a thing to be true. Right? So you have religion. And, right? Let's see. So where are we at? Religion, faith, believe me, don't experience for yourself, and if you question me, you're wrong and bad. You see? Say, yeah, I'm imagining Christian religion. I don't know about all the other religions, and then some religions are more accepting. You know? Then there's all this stuff about Jesus, and there's a story about a man, and then some people actually believe there is like a God up in the sky and all this stuff. And then again, the key word here is believe that that's true. And then some people even believe stuff that's true like that so much that they would kill for it. And I don't think this is a good thing to do. And I don't think this, killing, as far as I can tell, we can figure out that killing's a bad thing to do without religion. You need somebody to tell you that killing somebody is wrong? See, there does seem to be like a sense of, okay, this is not a good thing to do. So now, that's like very layman's terms, lay of the land. I have not studied all religions. I just notice what people do when they're religious. It's just they believe some shit. And then they believe some shit about the unanswerable questions. What happens after you die? What is God? I guess those are two. There's two big ones right there, you see? God and death. God and death. Answers that, handles that. Okay, what happens when you die, huh? Now, why would I say religion is pretty much crap? It's shit, it's garbage. It doesn't do anything. You'd have to consider the context from which I'm viewing the religion itself. See, I engage in something called consciousness work, which is an investigation of what is true. You see? And if you investigate what is true long enough, or with enough power, or if you really grasp what is going on, it will destroy religion. It will turn religion into what it is for you. You see, and then you might, well, what is religion? You see, then you'd have to discover what religion is. And I made an assertion, reference at the beginning of this video, about what that is. And if you don't figure that out for yourself, then you're back in a religion, just believing somebody or something that I said, you see. We could create a whole religion, a whole consciousness religion. I mean, look at the Buddhists. They did that. Now, does believing in Buddhism get them any closer to being enlightened? No. But at least the possibility is in there. You could realize get enlightened, realize God or something like that. Grasp the infinite that you already are. See? Now I just said some crap. We could, again, turn that into a religion. But again, religion, in terms of investigation, it shuts it down. It gives you the answers, doesn't it? You want the answers? That's why they say, like, have you heard the truth? They come, have you heard the truth? In this book is the truth. But again, so where I'm coming from with this is like the act of religion itself, the act of believing or taking on faith, pushes the person in the direction that is not towards what's true. It's towards what's believed to be true. You see the difference? There's a difference. There's a big difference. One, belief is easily accessible. You can do it just like that, and you can just believe. How hard is it to just believe? You see, I tell you some shit about enlightenment, and you believe me. How hard is that to do? And you probably feel good about yourself, right? Because you have something to believe in. You're a little special about that, whatever. Maybe you know some stuff that other people don't know. And here's a quick aside, pet peeve of mine. I went to a church with some friends of mine here recently. No, whoa. Not recently, a while back, right? Local church here in Texas. And hey, good sense of community. There was somebody up there saying some things that made sense. There was actually some, hey, turn to your neighbor and shake hands, look them in the eye, tell them you love them kind of thing. Like, hey, there's a brotherly, sisterly love or human-to-human contact. It felt really good, right? And you see, this is good. These are all good feelings, right, from the religion. They're saying how to live and live a good life, and then when the people leave the church, they turn into the same asshole they were when they walked in. They go back to the same dumb shit. Oh, did you hear about so-and-so and and like spreading gossip and rumors and putting people down in their own mind so that they can feel better. And I'm like, didn't you just fucking listen to what they were saying in there? And now you're gonna act like this? How do you square that? You see? So this is one place where I'm finding fault again with religion. It's like, if you're gonna go be religious, then fucking walk the walk. Oh, love your neighbor. Well, do you love your neighbor? No? Then get the fuck going, loving that person. If you claim to be so good, be so good. Otherwise, don't do it, you see? Or do it, whatever. You see, this is my stuff about religion. See, now coming from the context of consciousness, what I see there with this, oh, I'm this way in church and this way with everybody else is I am now representing a falsehood when I'm in church, basically full of shit. Here's another story for you. Here's another one, right? There's a church in Texas. And I know this to be true, like a first-hand account of this deal. There's a church, and in this church, apparently there's supposed to be a vigil, so that every fucking waking hour, there is like a light on in this church, or something, in a room that is devoted to Jesus Christ, I think, and somebody is supposed to be sitting in that room all the time, and you can volunteer, and it's like you get some religious kudos, and so you write your name down on a piece of paper, on a sign-in, and what time you're going to go in there and sit and hold a silent vigil or whatever the fuck in this church in Texas. And there's this person that okay, well, I guess this is hearsay, but it's hearsay from somebody that knows this person. Is like, there was supposed to be somebody, they're like, okay, they wrote their name down, they're going to do this vigil, and then they just don't do the vigil because it's like 3 a.m. or whatever, and nobody gives a fuck. Right? And nobody's going to go in there and check on them. So now what did they do? They've lied about this thing that they say, it becomes a representation. I'm representing myself. Oh, I'm so good, when I'm actually not following through with what this is claiming, what I'm claiming. This is called a lie. And there's consequences to lying. You will think you're not going to think of yourself well. You have to hide the fact that you did it from others, so then you're going to be separated from others. You see, all these things, there's consequences to doing that. And so I'm like, well, it's doing more damage than it is doing good. I'm making an assertion. Seems to be the case. So then don't do that. If you're doing yourself damage, don't. Don't pretend you're like some fancy goody two-shoes church-going person when you're not. Then you won't be a fucking liar. You see how that goes? So now, from the context of consciousness work and becoming conscious, I would then have to own up to and tell the truth about. See, because being conscious is grasping what's true. And I can't grasp what's true by hiding it from myself, you see? Because then it's hidden. So then I would have to confront and or acknowledge, yes, I am a liar. And then there you go. Good. Now now you can be straight with it. I'm a liar. I'm going to lie about my goody two-shoes thing. I am going to put on an act for you. I'm going to pretend to be some way I'm not. And I'm going to do it so that I can get you to like me. But what you're really liking is completely false because I'm full of shit. Good. Be straight with that. Go ahead. Then you're straight. Now you're honest. See? So, but then all of those machinations, all of that stuff, what is it good for? What the fuck? What a waste of time. See, but then there might be like, okay, well then I need religion. For what? To be a good person. No, you don't. Stop lying about that. That's bullshit. I call bullshit. We had this guy come in. He's a cook. He came in. You know, I help run the center here in Texas. We do tons of really powerful work. Check links in the description. Shameless plug. Hey, come on down. This cook comes in. He comes in to cook food. And he's very religious. Extremely religious. Complete slob, too, by the way. He trashed the back room. But he remarked to Peter after the workshop, he's like, wow. Like, you guys are you're really good people. And you're not even religious. He blew his fucking mind. He's like, how are you guys good people? You're not religious. You see, you don't need religion to be a good person. You just need to know what good and bad are. And you don't need religion to figure that out. See, we don't need religion anymore. Okay? Now, see, I can hear what that would sound like to pretty much a lot of people. Nope, we need religion, and you're a bad person for saying that, and you're a sinner, and you're going to hell for putting the doubts in the minds of others. Okay, good, so I'm going to hell. Good, I'll enjoy it. See? Because now, again, from the context of being conscious, everything is called to be revealed. Religion does not call for things to be revealed for what they are. Religion calls for you to believe in what something is, rather than grasp what it is. See? And then okay, you got that? So religion. Now we could throw out all of the activities. Now think of all the activities that religions engage in that are actually damaging. Like ISIS. That's based on religion. Destroying somebody else, jihad for what? Holy war for what? To kill people? Because why? Do you want to be killed? You see, there's the golden rule. Now, I'm not saying that religion does not have some wisdom in it. What I'm saying is the act of believing is what I'm warring against. Believing that a thing is true does not get you to what's true. See? ISIS crap. That could go. All religious war, the Crusades, for what? In the name of who? You're killing people in the name of Jesus. That makes a lot of sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. It's stupid. You're of one religion, that claims to be very accepting, but you don't accept other religions. Right? Even, see, I would even go so far as, and now this like kind of rubs in the American culture, right? Why do you have to swear on a Bible when you go and face a judge? Because you don't have enough personal power to tell the truth on your own, or do you think it's valuable? Why a Bible? Why does the president swear in on a Bible? It's a fucking book. See, but I think there's something with the objects there. It's like you put your hand on an object, especially if it's a holy object, right? You get out an object and you say is holy and that a lot of people believe is holy. It's like it carries some weight. No, it's a fucking piece of paper with writing on it. Roll joints with it. You see, I can hear how bad that sounds, right? That's you're being disrespectful. Yeah, to a lot of people that is disrespectful. That's not my point, though. My point is that the religion is sort of fused in, and we are a nation that apparently we claim to have freedom of religion, or freedom to not have religion, and yet we still swear on the Bible. It doesn't make any sense to me. Just saying. Freedom of religion. That means all religions, or none at all, are welcome. Now, are you a U.S. citizen and then you up to that task? No, so then you're a hypocrite. Okay, anyway, back to the thing. So now, from the perspective of consciousness work, religion, worthless. Believing things, worthless. Creating a religion out of what I say, worthless. Why is it worthless? Because it points you in the wrong direction. You don't get to go anywhere with that. You get to go right where the belief is and maybe feel good about it or have an altered state about it. But it's all belief. Now, how is religion useful? Shifting gears. Fuck consciousness work. What good is it? Well, as far as I can tell, it's really good for controlling people, which is to say, getting a large group of people to move in one direction or another. Everybody can get united around an idea. You see? This is why I bet the Romans did that. Here, have a religion, everybody consolidate, good. That's it. We're done here. Good. Now everybody's just cool, they're calm, chills them out. They're all like, yes, we believe in this. You see? Or like look at sports teams. That's very fanatical religious. Like, what sports team are you from? Manchester United? What soccer team or football team are you into? Isn't that kind of like a religion? It's like a cult perhaps or whatever. It's a lot of people believing in this or that. A tribe or something like that. Which seems to have this similar, there's a group of people moving in one direction or another or united around this thing. And then ISIS. They're united around that. So it's like, what's it good for? Having large groups of people get united about something. It's good for governments that need to control people. Here, believe in a religion. Keep believing. Good. Stay there. Good. You're very manageable. Like when Genghis Khan went in and took everybody over, he wouldn't fuck with their religion. He'd just, nope, we're coming. We'll just kill everybody at the top. Replace them with our people. As long as you're loyal to me, good. Just keep living life. Everything, nothing to see here. Just stay calm. Didn't mess with their religion. Just let them have whatever religion you're doing. Smart move. See? Now I think of a story also with, Peter. He was talking to his father and he's asking his dad, like, Dad, how come you go to church? Like, what good, blah, 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 what good is that? And why do you, blah, blah, blah. He's going off on his dad, and his dad goes, well, when I go to church, I feel better. Cool. Can't argue with that. I even experienced that myself. Go to church. Feels good. See? There's perhaps a sense of camaraderie. But that's about it. You know what I mean? What else is it good for? I think that's it. Feeling special. Okay? Now, and I also want to rail on, man, I saw you know how many people I've seen come here that have been raised religious and they collide with consciousness work and they're fucked up sometimes. Like religion. Especially when it's like, oh, I've been raised religious, and especially a religion that says you're bad for existing, like you've sinned, original sin. Do you know what the fuck that's doing to people? I mean, I've seen it. Like people that they're twisted inside. Why? Because they think they're somehow wrong just for being a person. How is that healthy? What good does that do? People think like, oh, well, I need to know that I'm bad so that I can somehow be good. Oh my God. But then when you try to tell them like, no, you're already fine. And they can't hack it. Their brain, what? Doesn't make any sense. You see? It's damaging. I went into a mega church, again, here in San Antonio, man, these places, right? Talk about lots of money. And they get this young girl up on stage, like a bunch of young kids, but this young girl, like up on a massive stage in front of a lot of people, and they're telling this girl, and there's a microphone and like TV cameras and big screens, like showing when's the right time. The preacher asks, when's the right time to share God's love? This young girl in front of everybody, in front of a lot of people, holds the microphone to her. When's the right time? What do you think she's gonna say? All the time is the right time to share God's love. Who's for you to say when, share what? And why are you programming that? And then if you don't share God's love, where are you going? You see, they didn't say that, but I can imagine. See, now imagine years of that programming, that kid's mind. Are they going to grow up and have a good sense of their own self? And like not feel wrong all the time? See, so like, and that's in religion. We can do away with all of that. See, why don't you just sit around and be like, hey, let's appreciate each other and feel good. And then when we go out in the world, let's do good things. And just like leave it there. Fuck God. Anyway, there's a religion for you. Go create that one. And get everybody on board. And let's stop all this other nonsense. You see? So then again, it's like the damage. Quick aside, the word sin, to miss the mark. See, now from a consciousness perspective, from an enlightenment perspective, to sin, to miss the mark, see, again, I'm going to create something here with you. I'm just making it the fuck up, okay? So it doesn't matter. To miss the mark, to become separated from one's true nature, miss the original mark. That I could get down with as original sin. That's what this guy is. This is original sin incarnate. Not a bad thing, you idiots. Not a wrong thing. Just miss the mark. I've become, I missed my true nature. I'm busy being a self. Oh, that I could see as original sin. There's nothing wrong with sin. You just miss the mark, that's all. What, if I shoot an arrow at the target and I miss the target? Am I somehow like damned to hell because I missed the target? See? But anyway, that's just a thought. You see, original sin from a consciousness perspective. Nothing wrong with sin. You see, but then it's like, oh, well, you're an original sin, and or a woman is wrong because of blah, blah story and some shit with a rib and like all this other crap. I don't know. You see, like, first one to eat from the tree of knowledge, and then you're somehow wrong because you're thinking for yourself or so. I don't know. You see, like, what the fuck are you doing to people? Oh, we don't mean to do it to be. Yes, you do, because it's in the religion. It's like infused in there. I'm killing and maiming people as part of my religion. So it's like, that's just what I'm doing. But you're killing people. Well, it's just what I'm doing as part of my religion. No, it's like it's in the religion itself. Don't do that. I mean, if you don't want to do that. You see? So where I'm coming from with this is like, religion? Nah. Consciousness? As a religion? Fuck, consciousness as a religion? Nope. Consciousness for real. They're not in the same domain. It's about investigating what's true, about grasping what's true for yourself, because as it turns out, as far as I can tell, the more conscious I become, the more capable I am of love, just as a byproduct. The less I suffer in my own self, and by proxy others suffer less because I'm not so twisted. Okay, coming back. I learn how to control my mind, so then I can create states that are powerful. I understand that I can be effective, more, better. I can do things more creatively as a byproduct, not as and it just so happens to be that way. I'm not making it that way. It's just that seems to be that it happens. Your results may vary. I don't know what will occur for you. Generally, happier. You see? And I don't need religion for that. Because my nature is already as if happy. Which is to say, there's already nothing wrong. You see? And if I'm engaged in a religion that's somehow making me wrong just for existing, wrong? No. Why? There's no reason for it. You see, now the bitch of all this is, the bitch of what, here's the problem. One problem I can see is listen to how easily it would be to take what I'm saying, or you see what Peter's saying, you read he's even got a book, and it's really thick, and it's got 2:13. Why? So you can find your fucking way. You're I can remember passage 2:13 kind of says this, so you can find your way, not to be like a Bible or anything, but hey, it's good for reference. You see? And then you turn it into the religion of consciousness. Now what have you done? Well, you've gone back to square zero. See? Talk to Peter, what he says, oh yeah, when I die, what's likely to happen? Well, yeah, Ching Shin and the consciousness work will probably just degrade into a religion. Become a belief system, something believed by others. You see, even in the workshops that we do here, shameless plug, come check them out. Even in the workshops we do here, people come in, they believe the work. And they wouldn't say that necessarily, but I can see it. It's you're believing. See, and then so it's this thing that humans do, as far as I can tell, we have a predisposition toward that. And again, it points us down the wrong road. And what I mean by wrong, you see, then do you believe me when I say wrong, or do you grasp that that's true? And again, that's it's right in there. It's easy to believe. You can just believe what I say is wrong. No. You figure out for yourself. I will say it's wrong. I will assert that it's the wrong direction for becoming conscious of what's true. But don't believe me. Figure it out. Think for yourself. Grasp what's true for yourself. What are you doing? That's what the work is. Go get what's true. You don't need me for that. You just need you for that. But again, let me see, right? And then blah, back and forth. Don't believe me. So then, how does this go down? Well, it looks to me right at this point, it's a lot of me railing against religion. Or if somebody is in a workshop with me and working, and I'm working with them, and I see that they're believing, I say, don't believe. What's your experience? What is your actual experience? Nope, looks like you're believing me again, or intellectualizing about what it I'm so intellectual. No. But intellectual, that doesn't work either. Getting what's true works. Then you go, then you know. And then good, job done. See? Also, doesn't religion tell you how to live your life the right way? Now, maybe some of that is based on wisdom. For example, if I spend my life as a liar, there's consequences to being a liar that I don't feel good in my own self. How do I know? Well, I've taken a look at the times when I haven't been straight. I haven't been honest with myself. Man, there's consequences. And then so some of that wisdom, I think, finds its way into these religious texts. And I hear it sometimes, Jesus had some wisdom. There are others that have some wisdom. They say something, it hits me. I go, oh yeah, that's wisdom. See, but then check this out. Maybe the person has some wisdom. The wisdom gets put into a book. How did they get the wisdom in the first place? If they're the first one, how did they get the wisdom? No books, no teachers. They're the first one to discover this. Where does the wisdom come from? It doesn't come from a book. It doesn't come from religion. Where does it come from? It comes from some insight or experience they have. And then they go, oh, they put two and two together. Like, I get it now. And then they might, what? Write it down. Now what do we got? A book. And then people believe in the book, you see? But the wisdom is to be had. And it doesn't rely on the book. The book's like it's like a storage unit for knowledge. You see? And then people believe the knowledge. They believe the book. They believe it. Yeah, well, what's true if you didn't know language? Riddle me that one. Because language is something you learned. What's true with no language? Now we'll start to break that apart. Anyway, so you got this whole thing about the religion, the believing. So then anyway, the task, the invitation. Here, what value do you get out of this? Well, entertainment. You can listen to me rant. Maybe you agree with me. Maybe you really hate me. Irrelevant. Okay? You can believe what I say. Again, irrelevant. In terms of consciousness work, who cares? You know, aside from those things, I don't see what value is in this video other than to use it as a hello, like get your attention, and use it to help push you further down the road of grasping something for yourself. Otherwise, enjoy the entertainment, okay? So that's what I have for you on that. I'm not trying to tell you how to live. I'm just giving you a perspective on religion. And why I think, by and large, we don't need it, and it's full of crap. Okay? So much love. Till next time. I'm Brendan Lee. Check the links in the description. I got stuff to offer you. You want to get serious, like actually serious, come here and do a workshop. They kick butt. Otherwise, you know what to do. Check out some stuff. Feel free to hit me up on my forum, because this is one place where people actually ask questions and I dialogue with them, and it helps me create content for you. Again, links in the description. And my last invitation for you is to consider not just getting conscious, which is a lot of sitting on your ass on a cushion, which, by the way, I had a thought the other day that I thought was really funny. Right? You got all these consciousness gurus and stuff. They sit down. They say these guys, they like sit down a lot, and they can sit. I got good at Zazen or whatever. I can sit. Yeah? What the fuck good are you? What good are you sitting down all the time? Why don't you go build something? All right, I'm just going to keep a dormant body. What good is that? Oh, your consciousness. Yeah? What are you doing with that lately? If you haven't, huh? What's your contribution? Oh, I just sit here. All right. Good, then. Be a lump. Anyway, so my last invitation for you is consider the body work that we do. We do lots of work in martial arts, but then don't think martial as in like I need to be big, strong, and athletic. And then we take people all most ages, adults, all ages of adults, all skill levels. But the main thing is like you learn how to move in your body. You can feel your body, be in your body, and start to understand spatial awareness and how to develop power and how to have sensitivity and aliveness in your own body. These things I've noticed with the apprentices are very powerful things for them, even if they don't really like it so much, which I don't know where they're at on that. There's some of them they enjoy it. They enjoy the games we do. And I think it's getting more playful for them, so they enjoy those aspects. But it's really good for their awareness of their own body, which, hey, that's like the only thing you got in this world so far. And it'll go away at some point, so you might as well enjoy it while it lasts. So come check that out as well. Okay? Much love. Take care. Hit me up in the comments. Till next time, I'm Brendan Lee with thebrendanlee.com in support of consciousness and skill worldwide, which is founded by Peter Ralston. Take care.